Hello there, YouTubers, and welcome to Travels by Douglas and Sue. Come along as we travel to places both foreign and domestic. From modern pyramids to historic venues, movie sets, museums, vast landscapes, national parks, and sunny islands. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when we post new videos. Thanks for watching.
We visit the Old Tucson Studios, located just outside of Tucson, Arizona. But first, we must drive through the Saguaro National Park. Built in 1939, Old Tucson is a renowned film set and family theme park located just outside of Tucson, Arizona. Nestled between Saguaro National Park and Tucson Mountain Park, this beautiful desert setting has been the filming location for hundreds of classic Western films and TV shows. The studio opened its doors as a theme park in 1960 and continues to welcome guests for a variety of immersive and theatrical experiences, special events, and tours. The 1940 film Arizona was the first movie to be filmed at Old Tucson Studios. Old Tucson Studios has been used for the filming locations of many movies and television westerns since then, such as Gunfight at the OK Corral, Rio Bravo, El Dorado, Little House on the Prairie, The Three Amigos, High Chaparral, and the popular film Tombstone. Nick C. Hall, a native of Missouri, arrived in Tucson in late 1934 to manage the Santa Rita Hotel in downtown. He soon realized the potential his new hometown had to offer the movie producers of Hollywood, particularly in the Western genre. He wanted to not only fill guest rooms in his hotel, but bring work to the unemployed during the Great Depression. By 1936, if not earlier, Hall was making trips to Hollywood in order to entice film companies to make their movies in the Old Pueblo. He convinced production firms like Pickford Lasky to shoot The Gay Desperado and MGM Pictures to film Let Freedom Ring. His biggest contribution to the Tucson film industry, however, was connected to the film Arizona, starring Gene Autry. The park began to grow, building by building, with each movie filmed on its dusty streets. In 1968, a 13,000 square foot soundstage was built to give the Old Tucson greater movie-making versatility. The first film to use the soundstage was Young Billy Young, starring Robert Mitchum and Angie Dickinson. The main street appears prominently in the 1990s Western Tombstone, with Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. The park also began adding tours, rides, and shows for the entertainment of visitors, most notably gunfights staged in the streets by stunt performers. Old Tucson served as an ideal location for shooting scenes for TV series The High Chaparral with Leif Erikson and Cameron Mitchell, Little House on the Prairie with Michael Landon, Kung Fu, and later Father Murphy featuring Merlin Olsen. From 1989 to 1992, the Western show The Young Riders filmed here at the Mescal, Arizona sister site. Three Amigos was a popular comedy movie shot there in the 1980s with Steve Martin utilizing the church set. A replicated set at Mescal is featured in The Quick and the Dead with Sharon Stone and Gene Hackman, which filmed all of the Town of Redemption scenes at the studios. John "The Duke" Wayne starred in 4 movies at Old Tucson: Rio Bravo in 1959, McClintock in 1963, El Dorado in 1966, and Rio Lobo in 1970. On April 24, 1995, a fire destroyed much of Old Tucson Studios. Buildings, costumes, and memorabilia were lost in the blaze. Among the memorabilia destroyed was the wardrobe from Little House on the Prairie. The sets that were lost were not recreated. Instead, entirely new buildings were constructed, and the streets were widened. And also lost in the blaze was the only copy of a short film about the history of Old Tucson Studios. This film included rare behind-the-scenes footage of stars such as William Holden, John Wayne, and Angie Dickinson. After 20 months of reconstruction, Old Tucson reopened its doors on January 2, 1997. The Reno, a steam locomotive from the Virginia and Truckee Railroad on static display at the park, was also badly damaged. The Reno locomotive was cosmetically restored before the filming of Wild Wild West, in which it was featured as Union Pacific 119 in the scene at the driving of the final spike of the Transcontinental Railroad, but was subsequently used in an explosion in the scene and is in need of additional restoration. The following lists most of films, not all westerns, that were shot at Old Tucson Studios. Note that you may also see some commercials, photo shoots, including Playboy and other magazines.
Be sure and join us next time as we continue our shenanigans on roads less traveled. Most things are planned, but some may be a surprise, even to us. We never know whose path we may cross. So subscribe and keep an eye out. After all, we wouldn't want you to feel left out. And it's absolutely free. And please, feel free to comment, like, and share. And as always, thanks for watching.